That sounded like a different language.
Yeah. No.
Hey, at one point Rob said he couldn't hear the video. Could you guys hear it okay? Okay. All right. Tom, could you hear the videos that I was playing during the team meeting?
I can hear you.
Yeah, could you, could you, can hear Rob too. Could you hear the videos during the team meeting, Tom?
Yes, I could.
Okay, thank you, Mickey. Hi, Axel.
Hi. Sorry, I was fixing this thing down.
No worries. Renee, you giving it a couple more minutes or?
I might give it like one more minute and then I'm just gonna start. Okay, let's just get started. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So I'm going to share my screen. I have a little presentation. Share my screen. Oops. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So let me see.
I like your font that you use. It's very cute, Renee.
Thank you. So CirclePix, like I said, everybody that is part of our office actually has an account, whether you use it or not. So I would recommend using it just because it's kind of a waste otherwise. But CirclePix marketing is actually now called Core Listing Machine. It's not super different. It's just a change in name, essentially. The point of it mainly is to spend less time face to screen and more time face to face with your clients. So like get results quickly, attract buyers, be in control, keep your clients informed, everything in real time also. Why use Core Listing Machine? So automation, reputation, social media, and lead gen. So essentially more leads captured. You want to be able to increase your social media presence and awareness, automation. So for example, if you want to set up posts that will automatically post so that you're not either forgetting or you have to have one more thing that you need to check every day, let's say. And reputation, essentially they want to make you look good even if you don't have a super visible presence to begin with.
So in other words, if you don't have listings yet, this still makes you look very active.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
So getting started, what's core social? I'm going to talk about content a little bit, the difference between articles and holiday posts also, and listings. So core social basically connects to your social media accounts. It gives you a constant stream of new content. So that's like articles, listings, again, holiday posts, things like that. And brokerages, meaning us, we can actually share our own agents' listings to social media. So I don't know if you have seen some of our posts on either our public page or our main page. It's a personal page, but it's our business page essentially, where we also market our agents' listings. Why use it? Basically, it has articles that create engagement. So a variety of article topics and types so that you're not necessarily targeting one specific group or demographic, psychographic. You can talk to everybody. There's a calendar and a schedule, so you can preview what you have coming up or swap out what you think might be better. You can make custom posts. You can also, again, market either your own listings or listings within your brokerage also. And there's holiday greetings and again, lead gen. So banners on your listings and marketplace listings too. This is a video. Maybe we could watch it, I guess, actually. Let's me.
Was it embedded?
It wouldn't let me because it's
Okay.
It's a specific this thing. Okay, well I'll probably go back to this because it's gonna make me like log in and do all this extra. but I'll post this video.
What's the video though, Renee? Sorry.
It's basically sharing like content overview.
Okay.
But I do have some information about that regardless. So I'm gonna kind of go into that, but I'll definitely post this video.
Okay.
So for example, articles and holiday posts, mainly there's like a lead gen banner with a call to action on your articles. So if your article doesn't allow for you to frame things also, you can actually populate it with a landing page from the info on your banner, and then you'd be able to go directly to the article from there. Holiday posts, there's a bunch of preloaded American and Canadian holidays, which is kind of random, but there's a bunch of Canadian holidays. If you have a holiday that you want to market, let's say that isn't listed already, you can schedule custom posts on your social accounts and honor your unique holidays also.
But this basically does it for you. Basically, it's preloaded and you just set it and go.
If there's ones that you like or you want that aren't on there, you can also make your own. So for example, article content would include, let's say, architecture, buying, selling tips, real estate tips, moving, photography, travel, interior design, home improvement, food. So it's really just a bunch of different content that you are able to include when you post. So you're not just talking about real estate, let's say.
Okay.
For holiday greetings also, so this is like an example right here of what the pre-filled ones are. So obviously Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Father's Day, Independence Day, but there's Canadian holidays again, if you can see them. And they give you the option of doing, for example, Easter, there's religious or there's holidays. So instead of being, let's say, religious content, then it's more about holiday season and greeting.
Like the Easter Bunny instead of Christianity stuff.
Or like the nativity story and stuff. Perfect.
Cool.
So you can also market your listings, like I said. So you can market your own listings or listings of other agents within our brokerage. So if, for example, you're a new agent or you are waiting or you're in between listings right now or you have low inventory, you're still able to have like supplemental listings that you can market and have that opportunity to be, let's say, the buy side if you still get clients that way and you generate leads. So it's still an option for you to have business opportunities. There's options of posting shared listings. You can post them once a day for each day of the week, but they recommend that you pick a maximum of 3 per week to supplement your posts. And you can actually only share listings one time in a 14-day time frame before they are recycled. So for example, if all the shared listings in our brokerage have already been shared before 2 weeks is up, then it's going to not let you have any shared listings post to your account until the 2 weeks start over. So it's a cycle essentially.
And I'm guessing that the reason why they're recommending a 3 per week is because the whole point is that you don't want to just be posting listings. You want to be posting articles and that kind of stuff because it makes your activity level go up higher, right?
Exactly. And
you're not boring.
If you have that limitation where, you know, you have 14 days and we have, let's say, however many listings, if you're doing like 5, 6, 7 a week, then you're going to run out pretty quickly before the 2 week time frame is up. So 3 per week is their recommendation. This is what it would look like. So for example, you can choose where you want to post the listings to. So either your personal account, your business page. If you have Twitter or LinkedIn, you can do that also. You can set price ranges too for people to search. Posting frequency, for example, I want Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or like it said, 3 days a week max. So you would also be able to see like the performance, so to speak. So how many clicks did I get in the last 7 days on my Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn? It will start tracking these for you. Location also is going to be a big one. So you can literally put as many locations as you want to be able to get more of a reach. So setting up your accounts, that would be your agent profile, your notification settings, and you can also edit those settings. So setting up your agent profile would be, the first thing to do is when you log in is complete your agent and social setup wizard. You would have to have your login credentials for any of your social media accounts that you want to connect, your agent bio, and a headshot for yourself also. So in agent information, this is kind of the first page, let's say, where you set up your agent profile. You're gonna fill out all of your information. You're gonna talk about your city. You're gonna put your social media URLs in here. If you have a blog, you can include that too. A website, for example, and you can also update your existing listing videos if you'd like to with this information.
Cool.
I don't know why these are all fuzzy, but so connect your social media profiles and pages also to your posts. So your personal Facebook profile, you have to connect essentially to, let's say, your articles, your listings, and your marketplace listings, so that when you actually start posting on these pages, it's going to make you do it through your personal account, but it's going to go on your business pages. So you have to have your personal account set up so that it allows you to post on your business page, for example. Social media account setup. So again, that would include, let's say, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Eventually, they're going to have more integrations also, but right now, these are the main ones. And it'll show you, for example, if you're allowing posting to them or not. And you can also disconnect your sites, from here also, and you can refresh them. You can allow your broker to post content for you also. So that's an option too.
What if we posted, what are we posting if the broker's
for
posting?
example, like if you have a listing and I'm posting your listing.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Setup wizard. So make sure that you select your coverage areas. And again, there's not really a limitation for this, but anywhere that you want to be able to say that you cover, basically. Content posting schedule and the subject matter. So you can choose which days you want to post content. So you select up to 4 days in a week. You can also select the subject matter that you want to include when you start posting about articles and such. So I know I went over this already, but like mortgage, photography, smart home, sustainability, home improvement, do it yourself. And a lot of this stuff kind of falls into play with, especially with people at home right now. More people are doing like home projects and like self-improvement and like family, things like that. So it's actually more applicable now than ever, I would say. Here is where you have to verify your notification preference and settings. So you have to have your preferences set up to be able to get notified of your new leads, and also to be able to see what posts you have pending on your Facebook page, and that your connections may or may not need to be updated, for example. So you can change and enter additional numbers and emails also, so you can receive notifications on a variety of different numbers, let's say, or email addresses. If you use like personal and a work email and you want it to go to both, you can do that too. You can have assistants also if you want to send them stuff too. And that's why they say like you can add as many as you want, but they'll all receive the same communication. And this would be under manage your account, and you click on edit notification preferences. But here, for example, you have a primary email. Where do you want to use it for? You can edit your email addresses, add them, and your phone numbers also. And then here you can actually edit your settings. So make sure that your settings are all correct, because if not, you can miss out on leads or other important communication about your account. Like if your site gets disconnected accidentally, or you have to reset your connections, it's definitely beneficial that you have everything set up so that you do get notifications about that stuff. So for example, if you check the boxes, these are the notifications you'll receive on this, for example. So promos, if you want like notifications about special promos, if you want training. So if anytime there's a new type of addition to this site, they will actually offer training on it. So if you want that opportunity to be notified, then sign up for training. There's news, there's stats. You can actually share like weekly listing stats with your clients from here. You can see also like when your social media connections are expiring or they have to be updated to allow CirclePix to post on your behalf, essentially.
So we definitely want that one, right? The token one you should check for sure.
Because I set up my own account this way and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't posting stuff, and it was because it wasn't connected properly and I had to disconnect and reconnect. So if I didn't get that notification, I wouldn't know and I would just assume it's doing it, but again, it's not.
Okay.
Also, you wouldn't be able to see like leads, for example. You can't see that your videos get posted if you put them on YouTube, things like that. So beneficial to make sure that you have your notifications set up. And you can also update these at any point. Excuse me. So social media setup. This would include, I think the doorbell's ringing, Laura.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I would go get it. I'm just.
No, I got it.
They have something called an engagement tracker, which lets you do like an at a glance analytics tracker. You can log into your account and see how your posts are performing, and you can adjust the frequency of your posts, change the article categories, change the holiday preferences, all that kind of stuff. And that's all going to be on the social media dashboard. And this, for example, is your engagement tracker. And so it would show like your listings, where they posted, marketplace listings for your articles, your holidays, and if you make any custom posts also. And you'd be able to see, I have, let's say 118 engagements. It'll tell me literally the day of the week or day of the month that I posted something specific and how much engagement did I get on that day in question. It'll show me also like up here what the majority of my engagement is built up from. So let's say my listings, articles are a huge portion of it. Holidays, I only have like one post, but basically the more you actually end up engaging with this site, it'll actually show you some real analytics and tracking so you can edit your stuff. So then you also have a social calendar. So right here is your social calendar. And that is where you're able to see how your schedule is going to be set up. And you can adjust your post by clicking on upcoming days also. And Facebook actually, for pending posts, Facebook has a policy that prevents third-party companies from posting to your own Facebook without your approval. So you have to then go in, let's say I get emails from CirclePix and say there's 1 or 2 posts that we have pending, and you have to log in and allow them to post on your page because Facebook will block them otherwise. But it's actually super easy. That's just one way around it though, is because they don't let you do it otherwise. So leads, lead notifications and viewing your leads. If you set up all your notifications correctly, you essentially will want to receive notifications through text or emails or both. And depending on the source of the lead, you can receive combos of the lead name, the email, phone number, and the notification can also tell you like which listing the lead came from, or which lead gen source was used to put their info in. Your text notifications also will have this short code system, 67299. So if you ever get a text from like this code, it's CirclePix basically. But the quicker you respond to notifications, the warmer your leads. So make sure you message them as soon as possible. So because they're hot leads at that point. To view them, you want to be sure again to reach out to them while they're in real estate mode actively. The sooner you reach out, the warmer the lead. All the leads you get from Core Social are sent to you again via text or email, and they're logged into your account. So it'll have their phone number, their name, email, and if they provided the source, let's say and what property they may have been looking at. So you can also export your leads or have them forwarded to another location as well. So for example, this would be like a leads tracker on my dashboard, and I could see this is the name, this is the listing that I was able to capture this lead from. And you can say, view all to see more. There is a support portal. So there's step-by-step walkthrough and knowledge articles that are available here. They will also discuss like features, functionality of core social and core logic and all these different pieces of the site. You can also, again, take training courses. So they're also made available to you each time they release a new product. So you can also set up notifications to be able to get notified whenever a new product is released or a new training is available or functionality or feature. So that's part of the notifications. But do you guys have any questions? I know that was kind of quick. That's the majority of my.
Yeah, I have something to say.
Go ahead, Mickey.
Sure.
Yeah, I had to call CirclePix. They're very good at helping you set up your own account. So I have mine set up. And the next step is to get connected with the ads. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Well, and you can set up a meeting with Renee, and she can help you do that, Mickey.
Yeah.
I can come in?
Well, I can Zoom you, or I know that's
Zoom?
We're trying to avoid like in-person meetings.
Zoom?
Yes, Zoom is
okay.
Good. Thank you.
Zoom or telephone?
Zoom or phone, but Zoom is good.
Okay.
You can like share screens and stuff, so it allows me to see what you're looking at and for me to share stuff too, so it's helpful.
I will do that.
Cool.
So I have a question. So for the agents in our office, this is part of their orientation, right? Basically, what do? We help them get set up with their account, and then you show them during orientation how to do this?
Partly. So a lot of it has been, for example, in the past, people who have joined wanted more information about CirclePix and kind of training on it right then and there.
Okay.
Versus, Jade generally is the one who sets up the accounts.
Okay.
At that point is when I can schedule trainings with people individually to be able to really show them like all the features and the capabilities that it does have, because otherwise it's hard to know like what is really available. How do I set up certain things that you may not like even know where to ask for it, kind of, or does it do something that you're not sure?
Yeah.
Things like that. So training also. There's a ton of training videos on here too, though.
Do you know anybody in the office who uses it at a high level right now, Renee? Allison, you're on with us. Are you able to talk today or not? She's muted.
I'm here.
How are you using it, Allison?
I'm using it, yeah, to some degree, along with my own like custom made posts.
Mm-hmm.
But I have it posting like mostly just articles. I took off the real estate thing for a little bit just because of what was going on socially. So I didn't know if that was just personal, but I just went on through my account and put it back up. So it will advertise some listings. I was actually going to ask, how do you go back and look at like the analytics, Renee? Because I'm on the dashboard, but I can't find out like that kind of. I can't find where I would go there.
Woo! I'm like dying. But
do you need water?
No, I have some. I just I like hiccuped and died. Your engagement tracker lets you see that. So for example, if you're in your social media platform, you can look at the total engagements that you have.
Yeah.
You can see again, like the source. So for example, my listings, where did you have them set up to post to, like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. Versus articles, where your articles set up to post to, or your holidays. So then over here, for example, we'll give you like a comprehensive overview of where's the most of my engagements coming from and where are they stemming from, and like what's the majority of it. So for example, articles here, there's like 100 plus. That right now is my biggest engagement source, let's say. But again, like this tracks literally every day.
Wow.
So I could go click on, let's say right here, and see how many posts did I get? What was it that I posted? What sites did I get the most engagement from? Like, what
do you know where to find that, Allison?
Yeah, I see right now. I just wasn't sure. Like, so it's just showing you what like content, you know, how each
the type, the platform, the engagement type.
But it's not. It won't show you like who engaged.
I will actually, if you go more in depth with that. So like, for example, if you again have like your notifications set up to be able to see leads, it'll show you like which listing maybe they came from or what source was able to collect their information from them. And that will actually give you a combo of like their name, their email, their phone number for the most part. And you can actually too get it so that you'll be able to get texts or emails and will automatically get logged into your account. So regardless of whether they want to talk to you or not, if they click on stuff, then they're automatically, it's going to capture their info. So you're going to have the opportunity still to kind of build a database without, you know, having to like force an engagement interaction with people if they just wanted to look around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that option. And if anything, like depending on what they're looking at, then I would start like tailoring things or maybe set a smart plan up on like, you know, whatever they were looking at or houses or areas, stuff like that, which I can still maybe engage them without, you know, being so overwhelming that it's like, I just wanted to read like your do-it-yourself post. Like,
so Allison, is that part working for you then?
I mean, yeah, I see the engagement. I just don't get like the actual leads in through there, but I think that they probably have to go through some other, like you'd have to like input information. So.
Okay.
And
so
I'll look at it a little bit more to see if it's just like I clicked on it and that's how you got my information versus am I actually going in and filling out like contact me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
call to action.
Well, I you know, like I went on through it and I clicked on one of the things that it posted from my account and it takes me to like a page that has like a banner with my information on it.
Okay.
But I don't get something through CirclePix that says, you know, this person clicked on the ad or the content or whatever, the article.
And
do you think she doesn't have that part set correctly, Renee?
I was going to ask that also.
Yeah.
I would check that first. I'm happy to help you with whatever. Check
I'll look into it.
Yeah, and then see, like, for example, if you went to the engagement tracker, if you could see, like, what did they click on or when or what day, you'd be able to maybe track them that way too. But I know there's probably ways around this, so I'll definitely look into that though.
Yeah, I'll look through. I haven't even logged on since I think I set it up, so.
That's fair. That's fair. You and other
so
people.
I need to go through and kind of play around with it.
Yeah, play around with it, Allison, because you're really good at technology. And I really believe that our office is not utilizing this as much as we could be. And especially over the last 3 months where we've had to totally go digital, I think this is a tool that's being underutilized right now.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And for people that don't really even like to maybe be on social media or don't really.
It does it for you.
Yeah, and it'll automatically post stuff for you. So it's kind of like, why not have it and increase your engagement and your like view basically visibility on Facebook and these social media sites? Because the biggest thing is engagement, like whether you're doing stuff or not, the more people that visit your pages and the more people that like stuff, the more engagement that you have in traffic, they start like the actual sites will start, you know, like not sponsor you, but like highlighting you or like
you'll pop up more.
Like special friends or like in your area, things like that. So they'll market you if you have higher traffic.
Yep.
So that's one of the benefits of something like this, where it's not like I have to go post something every day. It'll just do it for me.
So for Axel and Elsie who are on with us, you guys are going to get this feature. Once you pass your exam, we'll get you all set up. So it's great that you guys, yay! It's great that you guys are looking at our tools ahead of time. And then for everybody else who's on here, are there specific questions that you guys have, or?
And the other thing too, I would say is like, for example, if you're scheduling posts certain days, maybe mix it up also and see if like changing, let's say from a Sunday to, you know, Monday or Tuesday might get any more engagement than normal.
That's a good point.
So I would play with like the days of the week, the times also, like the content you're posting about. Like the more you mix it up, so to speak, like the more information you're going to be able to gather from that. Because it's like, if I'm only posting the same thing 3 days a week, I'm about like do-it-yourself projects, I'm only going to get so much engagement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus what if I'm talking to somebody about like home improvement or travel, and it's like, I wasn't even talking about real estate. So yeah.
It makes you a real person.
Yeah, that too.
I know there's other people on here. Tina, Tom, do you guys have questions for Renee?
Yeah, sorry, I can't see my chat box, but.
We've got Yvonne, Tom, Mickey, and Allison and Tina are on here.
Yeah. Hi, Renee. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
So I've been a little bit in and out, but I definitely need to get stronger and utilize this, like you said, Laura. And Renee, I will have to set up a one-on-one with you and to get, you know, just a little bit more information and get it in, put it more to practice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, Renee, is it set up with you or set it up with Jade?
So Jade has been the one that it's part of, like, let's say the pre-onboarding. So like the business cards, my KW website, it's along with that kind of stuff. So if she hasn't helped you already, then I can help you too.
Yeah. So here's what I would say about that, Renee, is that Yvonne's been with our office for so long that when she joined, she didn't get onboarded that way.
Got it.
So it might just be Yvonne starting with Jade, reaching out to her to make sure you're set up correctly. And then if you need more help, we'll figure out, you know, whether it's Jade or Renee.
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
Of course. And I know Tina, actually, I'm not sure if she got her set up, but she had asked something similar too the other day. But I know she's muted.
You've been working with her on it, right? Tina, you're with us. Are you with us right now?
Quietly.
She's quiet.
She's not muted either. Tina! I'm just kidding.
Where?
I just know that she had a question about it too. So I was saying reach out to Jade, but if Jade's unavailable, which I know right now could be kind of a hard time for her, so I'm available.
Maybe not this week, I think.
Yeah. And
we're not quite sure what day she'll be back.
She's moving also this weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. But so it seems like I kind of like what Allison said. It seems like you get set up and you just kind of go in there and fiddle around with it a little bit, right?
Play with it and see, like, again, what are you getting the most hits on? What are most people clicking on? What are most, what's the stuff that you're posting about that more people are engaging with? Like what days also? What type of posts? Listings, or is it like the actual like content, you know? There's a lot of stuff that you can track in it. It's just more about like really kind of playing around with it enough that you have a decent like sample that you can actually measure stuff from it that way. Maybe like
I think I have a question. There was one part that I don't know which slide it is, Renee, but you were showing where you were supposed to pick service areas or something.
Oh, your locations?
Yeah. Why do you need to do that? It just gets you into the Bay Area basically, or?
Kind of, yeah. And you're talking about your coverage areas. So for example, if I look up San Jose and you didn't name it as an area that you service or cover, then you wouldn't come up for me.
Okay. Got it.
So that's part of it too. Or if I'm like, you know, looking up Willow Glen in San Jose, but not Campbell in San Jose, then I might not see you basically.
So you want to click as many in the Bay Area as possible then?
Yes.
Okay.
Renee, I have a setup question.
Sure.
I don't know. So when you do the setup, what wizard, it like asks you what kind of content you want to post. Is there any fast way to edit that, or do you have to go through the setup wizard all over again? If you
No,
want?
I believe there's a way to go and actually just look at like the content.
Yeah, like if you wanted to change days or what you were posting, because it's like you have to go, like the only way that I've found so far is
Kind
you
of like the
go
Kelly guide where you have to start over from the
Yeah.
beginning and like go through the whole thing. So I think there is a way to do it so it's easier.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you that info, but I'm pretty
Cool.
sure that there is a way around
A direct way.
Yeah, that would be
Exactly.
great.
Thank you. Versus
you.
going through the whole setup.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely.
Okay, cool.
know
Thank
about
you.
it. Of course. And then again,
So
like,
Allison, I have a question for you. You mentioned that you turned off the real estate part. When you said that, did you turn off the listings or did you turn off just the real estate info as one of your choices?
I turned off the
like
list
this.
Oh, the listings. Okay.
just for a little bit. I just put them back on though.
Okay.
Yeah. So like on that one, on the one that Renee's showing, I have, I think like 9 things checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can check all of them. It's just at least 8 of them. So they kind of force you to pick like a variety-ish.
Yeah.
And you could also go through, I've noticed like on, because I don't get notifications when it's going to post, it just posts. So if I go on Facebook in the morning and I'm like, I don't really like that article, I just delete it.
Yeah, and then you can, again, like go in your little calendar beforehand and then see like what's pending.
Oh, okay.
If you go on your social calendar, it'll show you like what's coming up or what you have scheduled, and you can change that stuff too from there.
Okay, cool. That is probably more.
Yeah, so that'll give you an option also.
And I'm going to challenge you a little bit, Allison, that it does not matter.
I know.
It doesn't. The most important point is that you're posting with frequency.
Well, I post my own content too that I create. So it's like, if it's posted like an article that I'm not like, I'm kind of like about, I have something else that's already posted for the day. So
cool. And because this is for everybody that's on this meeting with us. You guys are here, you're showing up, and the fact that you're doing it means you're already setting yourself apart from the 80 to 85% of agents who are not doing it. Do you guys get what I mean? So the fact that you're doing it with consistency is going to set you apart, and that's more important than the actual content.
I agree with that.
It's like, let me give you a perfect example of this. I think this is Michael Putnam did a training for us, and he talked about there was a certain neighborhood that he farmed.
Yeah.
And there was a lady who blanketed that neighborhood with her flyer, and it was a crappy flyer with spelling errors and typos, all that kind of stuff. And she blanketed the neighborhood, and within a year she had like, I don't know, 1/3 of the market share in that neighborhood, and Michael didn't have any. And what was the difference between the two of them was that she was doing it with frequency and he wasn't. So it didn't even matter that it looked like crap. She still got a ton of market share because
the craziest part,
people got used to her.
It's the awareness of you, like, even if I don't know who you are, but I've seen your face, and that, like, I'm a visual person myself. So if I know somebody's face, like, I'm more likely to go with somebody I know versus like just some random person, because I don't know anything about a rando. But if I see all your stuff everywhere all the time, I'm gonna, like, even if it's incorrect, I'm gonna assume that you are like maybe like around here a lot, or that people know of you probably other than just me, or like, you know what I mean? Like Dave Clark, for example, like he owns Sunnyvale basically, and that's because everything has his name on it, and people will refer him because their neighbors use him, and it's like he's everywhere there. So he's for sure capitalized on Sunnyvale, for example.
And he started somewhere too, you know? He started a little at a time as well.
Yes.
Consistency is key.
Amen.
Awesome. But if you guys have any other questions at all, you know where to find me. But thank you for attending, and let me know again if you have questions about anything related to your accounts or getting set up or anything else.
Thanks, Renee.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Renee.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Renee.
Bye.